Welcome to Messages from the Universe with Laurie Wondra. Laurie is an internationally renowned psychic medium, author, and shamanic practitioner, sharing insights from angels, guides, wisdom keepers, and teachers of the universe that help you navigate life's mysteries and transformations.
Hello, I am Laurie Wondra, and thank you for listening. Let's talk about the phases of light and becoming keepers of the light in 2026. We're in a stage of illumination, ignition, and understanding and using our flame within. So January's invitation is to become more aware of how we are the keepers of the light. As January 2026 opens, we step into a year ruled by illumination. It's the universal year of one. It's guided by the sun itself. It's the source of life, clarity, courage, and creative ignition. It's not an idea, but it is a lived frequency. And just as powerful, January is a 1 month, the first month of the year, the first spark within the first year of a new 9-year cycle. And this makes January a double initiation, a doorway where intention becomes the trajectory for our future. And fittingly, January greets us with the birthstone of Garnet, a stone not of soft awakening, but of inner fire, grounded vitality, and soul-leveled truth. Where other months gently invite, January ignites. It asks us to stand at the beginning, awake, present, and willing to be rooted, to be grounded. You are ready. The phrase of light for 2026 can be felt clearly now. Illumination is no longer something we seek. It is something we carry. It is something we protect. And it is something we live. The turning of the light and the ignition of the flame began December of 2025, where the solstice was the threshold, a still point, where something very ancient and something very new met within us. Codes and keys poured down from the heavens, and as the sun paused in the heavens, humanity completed the long arc of the universal year of 9, a cycle of endings, karmic release, and deep purification. So that solstice in December did not merely close a chapter, it sealed a passage. And with the dawn of 2026 and the arrival of a 1 month within a 1 year, something bigger ignited. Where the solstice offered light from above, January offers fire from within. January's energy does not wait. It initiates, it activates, it asks us to claim our starting point consciously rather than drift into it unconsciously. This is also the realm of the garnet, the stone of rooted illumination. Garnet does not flicker or fade. It glows steadily like embers held safely within the earth. It reminds us that light is not always blinding. Sometimes it is mostly enduring. The message carried forward into this new year is unmistakable. Do not wait for the light to return. Remember, you are the flame. Let's talk a little bit more about the garnet, the stone of grounded illumination. Spiritually, the garnet has long been known as a stone of life force and vitality, courage and devotion, protection and energetic integrity, commitment to one's soul's path. It was often placed on armor or on the king's staff or in a sacred place or worn in adornment. Unlike stones that open upward, garnet works from the root upward, anchoring light into the physical body, the nervous system, and daily life. This is a year about incorporating and embodying daily mysticism and spirituality into our life. It is illumination that knows how to stay. This is especially important in a 1 month where energy moves quickly and new paths open rapidly. Garnet stabilizes energy. It helps to initiate the energy so beginnings are intentional rather than impulsive. And Garnet teaches us something essential for 2026. Light that is not grounded burns out. Light that is rooted transforms worlds. And as a universal year 1 begins and January sets its tone, Garnet supports us, starting anew with strength, stamina, and devotion. It steadies the sun's creative spark, so it becomes sustainable rather than overwhelming. Now, the spark and the flame is about choosing sustainability and illumination. January always brings spark. Spark of insight, spark of motivation, moments where something inside you says, this year is different. But January also carries an important teaching, especially in a 1 month within a 1 year. A spark alone does not change a life, but a flame does. A spark is inspiration, but a flame is devotion. A spark arrives suddenly, but a flame is tended. And a spark says, I feel energized. And a flame says, I will return to this gently, consistently, and truthfully. This is remembering your inner flame. And this is where sustainable illumination begins. The garnet stone is not the lightning bolt. It is the ember. The steady heat that does not need to announce itself to be powerful. It teaches us that light meant to last must be kind to the nervous system. It must be anchored in the body, supported by rhythm rather than urgency. This is why we have an inner flame. We have sparks, but it's the inner flame that is consistent. And in 2026, the invitation is not to burn brighter, but it's to burn truer. Sustainable illumination asks different questions. What can I commit to without abandoning or losing myself? What truth can I live, not just admire? What choice can I repeat, even on tired days? And this is why January does not demand speed. It asks for presence. Being here now. When inspiration meets care, the spark becomes a flame. And when the flame is tended, illumination becomes a way of life. Illumination as embodied leadership. The sun's energy of 1 does not ask us to dominate or rush. It asks us to stand clearly in who we are. And January amplifies this invitation. As a 1 month, it imprints the energetic blueprint for the entire year. When we choose now, being present, when we choose how we speak, how we begin, how we are aligned, these are echoing messages that forward us. In this year of beginnings, illumination becomes integrity instead of perfection, presence instead of performance, and courage instead of certainty. This is where Garnet and the sun meet, inner fire aligned with higher purpose. And why might courage instead of certainty be important? Because we like to be certain. Because life is uncertain. Life is filled with twists and turns and possibilities and opportunities. And we need the courage to move through those. We need the presence to see them and be aware of them. And we need integrity to know what is aligned with us. A keeper of the light in 2026 is not someone who shines loudly. It is someone who remains steady during change. Someone who holds truth without hardening. Someone who acts from devotion rather than fear. and someone that allows their light to be useful. And much like the stone garnet, it strengthens the energetic core so leadership emerges naturally. It helps us say yes when we're aligned and no when something is not aligned or drains our light. What we carry forward from the past cycle. So before this illumination could anchor, we had to empty. That's what the previous years were about. The years leading up to 2026 stripped away what could not come with us. Ancestral fear, wounds, contracts and agreements that had to be completed. Old survival identities, patterns, coping mechanisms, things that were purposeful in the past, but we don't need them going forward. Systems rooted in separation, things that pulled us apart. We are moving into an era where togetherness, community, collaboration are so important. Patterns of self-betrayal also needed to be stripped away. Sabotage, self-hate, self-verbiage that held you back. Those roadblocks that you put up yourself that prevented you from going forward. This clearing, all of it, was not a loss. It was simply a preparation. Challenging, yes, but necessary work. January as a 1 month does not ask us to revisit that past. It asks us to use what the past taught us, to have that become part of our wisdom. And Garnet honors that work. Garnet is known to be a stone of earned wisdom, reminding us that what we survived now fuels our strength. Pain has been alchemized into purpose, and experience has become embodied knowing. We are not fragile in our light. We are forged. So what might be some everyday ways to carry the light forward? Illumination in 2026 lives in the ordinary. It's anchored, it's consistent, it's real. January teaches us that beginnings are built moment by moment, not all at once. As much as we'd like to flip on the switch, it's a slow, steady build process. So beginning each day with a grounding mechanism helps. Maybe grounding in fire by placing a hand on your lower abdomen or your heart and imagine a deep red, golden glow igniting within you, steady and warm. And whisper to yourself, I carry the light forward, grounded and true. This is a great practice in remembering and recognizing that inner flame that always is there. Choose a devotion over distraction. January's one energy asks for focus. The stone of garnet teaches commitment to your values, your healing, your truth. Remember to act with integrity because light strengthens when words and actions are aligned. We waste energy when our words and our soul alignment are off. It's a fight. And this is a time where we want to be in that natural flow. The stone of garnet reinforces energetic boundaries so your light does not leak away. Remember to create and serve from the heart. The sun creates by shining. You create by offering what you love, your presence, your beauty, your kindness, work done with care. Rest. Think of it as an act of wisdom. Even fire needs containment. Stillness integrates illumination into the body. It is important that you don't burn out. Illuminate, celebrate, activate. I'm excited for 2026. I'm excited for the journey that we've been on because we've gained this wisdom. We've developed as souls. We've become further along in the evolution process. But we're in a time now of expansion and initiation and activation. A time of igniting our inner sun. I have a small meditation for you. Take a deep breath and feel the earth beneath you. Sense its warmth, its stability, its ancient patience. It has been here forever for you. Now feel the sun above you, radiant, constant, life-giving. Bring both energies into your heart and imagine seeing a glowing ember there, deep red, edged with gold. This is your inner sun. This is your garnet flame. And with each breath, it grows larger and brighter, not louder, not rushed, just steady and calming and peaceful and warming. And whisper to yourself softly, I am illuminated from within. I carry the light forward. I begin again with strength and love. And feel that flame settle deep into your body. Feel it move throughout, its warmth permeating to all areas. This is light that lasts. It is yours, and it is sustainable. And a closing blessing for you this January. May this 1 month set your year in truth. May this 1 year illuminate what matters most. And may your inner fire remain steady and kind. And like the stone garnet, may your light be enduring. Like the sun, may your presence give life. You are not searching for illumination. You are living it. You are the flame. You are the beginning. And remember, you are the keeper of the light. I'm Laurie Wondra, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to Messages from the Universe. For information about Laurie Wondra's current events or to schedule a private session, visit her website, yourlifecore.com. You can also subscribe to her monthly newsletter. Laurie also shares inspirational and informational messages on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Thanks again for listening.